Okay, I wanted to talk about the metaphysics of prayers. This is a fairly complex topic. I'll try to signify it in a way it's easy to understand. Now, the topic is divided into two domains. One is prayer for ordinary humans and prayer for advanced chanters. And both of them have to take care of their prayers and the way in which they invoke things. The first thing for ordinary humans that they need to understand with the prayer is that when you pray to get something that involves anything to do with other souls, that become kind of tricky. Don't blame God if you don't get that. So you cannot pray for changing of a person's trajectory in terms of loving you, whether he will be your lover or your kid or your parents. That's tricky. That's really tricky. It's hard to make that happen at a very simple level. Just look at my last point on this slide. Getting job, money, promotion, good house. That's the easiest thing that you can get through prayers. Your prayer should be focused on that. Just money. That's a very easy thing to get through prayers. Most of the time, when you get to a position where you pray for something, I'm talking about money, promotion, power. Getting you increases the chances of you getting spoiled and harming yourself. Now, getting that kind of a thing would require some time, so just wait for that time till you take the lesson and don't give up. So, if you want to get a lot of money, and that's your prayer, and it's very easy to get that through prayers, you have to become ready for that, and that's why there are a lot of pains. Uh, the real prayer for ordinary humans is to meet new and nice human beings. Now, I personally do that prayer a lot because I believe that meeting the right people and the kind people and being surrounded with some very nice people is the best thing out of my prayers. That's the most value for my time because they're going to help me evolve as a human being, understand myself, give me the pleasures and the happiness that I cannot get through the money. Uh, the thing become complex when you try to play with souls, which is the other part for ordinary humans, is that you're playing with old impression on the soul of yourself and of other human beings. Human beings are a mini god in themselves. They have a spirit, consciousness, and a soul. It's very hard to change that trajectory. There are many threats of different souls, and you cannot play around with those threats. Now, if you want to do a suicide and ask for a hell lot of money, that's possible. Now, prayers cannot give you something that's going to harm you, but still that's possible. The thing that is very easy to get through prayers is meeting the right people and getting guidance through them. So that's the easiest prayer. The second realizable prayer is money, and the third toughest prayer is to make somebody love you or make somebody be nice to you. Because if somebody is hurting you, you hurted him maybe the last time when you were a soul at a different time. So based on the law of karma, that's a beating that you have to take. Now, money and promotion can only spoil you. If you want to get spoiled, if you ask God that, okay, I understand your reason, and since it's a free world, it's a free will, give me money, I'm ready to get spoiled. That's still reasonable. That's something that you can get. So, if you want to pray for money, just tell God that I understand that I'm going to get spoiled. I understand that I'm going to misbehave with some people. Maybe I'll get addicted to some bad things, but you made this world and you gave us the power not to pray you under the theory of karma that we can get what we want. So if I'm praying to you for money, and if I'm coming to you and asking you, it's like asking somebody from the street to help you. So you're very willing to get that once you get this knowledge on and this idea that it's harmful for you. It's like taking a drug when you know that it's for fever, but it's going to harm your liver and kidney and walls of your intestine, stomach. So if you're ready to take that, ask for money. The second part is much more complex, which is prayer for advanced chanters or people who develop strong mystical powers. I'm going to talk about that sometime later, but it's much more complex. Most of humans are ordinary and common, and mm, when they put their prayers and bug God on bless my son or bless my husband or bless my father, it's really tricky because all God can do is bless you to pray for them, not them, because they have a default trajectory. If you want to play with souls, then you have to become powerful enough to understand the threats and conceive that blessing them on a temporary level is not going to get rid of the karma. To get rid of the old karmas, you have to burn them, and individual has to burn them. So that's a kind of tricky. So, in a summary, pray for good wisdom to take right decision. Pray for uh, meeting the right people, nice people. If you don't like it, you are too practical. Play for money. Give the God the idea, a signature that you don't mind getting spoiled of that money, or you don't care about the side effects. And the third and the last tricky thing, which is to play around with other souls. So that's dangerous. That was all about my idea about prayers, the metaphysical aspect. I hope you liked it. Thank you.